Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Fahad Mirza and I really am thankful that you have dropped by on the channel and watching this video. I hope that I would be able to make it worth your while. This tool, Camel AI, which you are watching on your screen, I have already covered it with Olama and we have installed it, we have tested it out. In this video, not only we are going to see a hands-on demo of this Camel AI with OpenAI and we will do a multi-turn chat with AI agents, but in my opinion, more importantly, I am going to tell you more about this Camel because this is not just a tool or framework, it is primarily a community. It is a community which is dedicated to the scaling of these AI agents. The reason why I believe this is quite important, especially when it is coming from the community, is because future of AI is agentic. There is no doubt about that. We all have these models in multimodality, but when it comes to real world applications, there are two things in AI which are going to stay here for a long time and which have real use cases. One is RAG and second is agentic software. When we say agentic software or AI agents, all it means is that these are pieces of software which uses the power of LLMs to accomplish some task. They not only tell you about the solution, but they implement the solution by themselves and they keep improving it, they keep debugging it if it is not working or performing suboptimally. That is what leads to artificial general intelligence or AGI, which is still a bit far away, but anyway, nothing to scared about. I think everything is so optimistic, everything looks really good because when it gets implemented it is going to be huge. And if you really think about it, when we are asking these agents to do something on our behalf, then they need to be scalable. They need to have a broader canvas to paint the picture for us, to derive a maximum optimal output. So that is what Camel AI is about. If not, there must be something in the future. That is, I'm very hopeful, and that is why I think that this project is quite cool. It's not that new, it is the basis of a lot of other tools too, and we have covered all of them on the channel. All you have to do is to just search with AI agents and you should be able to find plenty of it. Also, if you want to run it with local models like Olama, as I said, I just did a video of Camel AI with Olama. You can search it with the same on the channel and you should be able to find heaps of videos. So this is a quick overview of Camel AI and I will be telling you more, but first let's try to get it installed and then I will show you a quick notebook as how this framework from Camel AI works, and I will also explain this whole diagram, which is very simple, where human is inputting something, roles are being assigned to agents, and then agents are playing that role, giving you the answer back. That is all what is happening in this diagram. Before we proceed further, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very good prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs, so do check them out. Also, another sponsors of this video is AgentQL. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source. Highly recommended. I will also drop that link into the video's description, so please do check them out. Okay, now let's go to my terminal and I'm going to install it locally. You can see that I'm running Ubuntu 22.04. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM courtesy Mast Compute, but we don't really need GPU for this video because we are going to use OpenAI's key, and for that of course we need the OpenAI key, so which is a paid option, and for that you would need to go to platform.openai.com and grab your key from there. So let me set my key here, and setting the key in the environment is very simple. All you need to do is to just export it in Linux, and that is what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to put in my key here and clear the screen, so allow me to do that quickly. And next I'm just going to create a virtual environment, and because I forgot to create it before setting the environment variable, so I would have to just run that export command again so that it also get created in this. And I have found out that this camel works really well with Python 3.10, so make sure that you specify that in your virtual environment. Let's wait for it. And in order to install Camel, all you need to do is to run this command. This is going to download this and then install all the prerequisites. And now let me set my key again and clear the screen. So Camel is installed, key is set. Let's write a small code which implements this multi-turn AI agent in Camel, and I will explain in simple words what is happening. Let me open my VS Code editor so that it will be easier to read the code. So this is the code which is implementing a conversation between two ChatGPT agents playing roles as a Python programmer and a stock trader collaborating on developing a trading bot for stock market. And this primarily is similar to what I showed you in this diagram earlier. So if you go back to the code, all it is doing, it is simply importing some of the libraries. Then it is defining what task we want to do. So design a custom game using Pygame. And then this is the original task. Then we are defining the role play session with Camel, and then things are being displayed. It is saying that chat turn limit 50. This is quite big because we will be using OpenAI's API, so and it could get quite expensive. So instead of that, just for the demo, I'm just going to put 3 here. I don't have unlimited supply of credits. Then we are initiating the chat, and this is where it is going to run this loop, I guess 3 times, and then it will do the role play here. So let me save this. Let's go back to our terminal and then run this code. So I'm just going to run this with a python 3 test.py. Let me run it, and you can see that the agents have started running. They have the task of designing a game using Pygame, and then they are working. So through thinking, there you go. So this is the AI user, then the assistant, and it is a multi-turn interaction between the user and the agent. So, and they are talking among themselves. There is no human in the loop. We can also implement human in the loop, by the way, where you can approve or disapprove whatever it is doing. So you see that now it is running that code to initiate the game. And I will towards the end, I will also tell you how much did it cost me. Okay, so let's wait for it to generate the code, and you can see that I'm not doing anything, just sitting and watching. All I have done is given it a natural language prompt. That's it. There you go. So next request. That is good. Let's wait for it. Notice user is asking that create a player character sprite and implement basic movement control. It is generating that now. It is writing the whole code for it. And it has finished that request, and then it has given the explanation of the code, and then it is waiting for the next request from the user. And then there is another request from the user to design and implement a simple enemy sprite that moves back and forth. And then there is an updated code. So it is just reiterating its own code, improving and optimizing it. And it has written the code, and now it is giving the explanation of the code here and all the movement logics and everything. And there you go. So after 3 requests, it has exited the loop, and we are back to our terminal. But you really, if you just scroll through this whole stuff here, this is very impressive. Without any intervention, all with the user request, it has done what it wanted to do, and then the agents were talking with each other. And of course, you can easily customize it with the Camel. So this is what the beauty of this Camel is. Now I am really very hopeful about this project, because this is not only about this AI agents, because there's a lot of comprehensive customization and collaboration happening. You can use Olama OpenAI. As I said, that I already have done the video on it, and I will drop the link in first comment of my Olama video. It also accesses external tools, so function calling is there, like web search, social media. It also includes memory and prompt components for deep customization, and I will be doing another video on it because long-term memory is quite important for this agentic software. And you already have seen the multi-agent system with collaboration. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.